What's going on, everybody? This is another episode of the Silverback's Cooking Journey, and I hope you've been enjoying the videos. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell, and hit the thumbs up so that you can get every video that we make. Today we're making BBQ Rib Nachos. Yeah, you heard it right, BBQ Rib Nachos. So what I've done here is I put a cup of milk in the pan, because we're going to make a good cheese sauce. We're going to make an excellent cheese sauce. Now you want to go and throw some black pepper in there. You want to make sure that your cheese sauce has some good seasoning to it. So that's a cup of milk, a little bit of black pepper. Crushed black pepper or crushed peppercorns would have been the best thing to do. Of course, I didn't have that in this video, but y'all keep praying for me. Then you want to add some salt. You want to add some salt because you want some flavor in your cheese sauce. Don't nobody want no bland cheese sauce. Lord have mercy. Then you want to continue, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull out some cheese here. And what I've done is I've cut up some block cheese, and I'm just going to break it up here so that your cheese melts a little bit quicker. You can use shredded cheese if you want. We didn't have any shredded cheese. I thought we did. So I just cut up some block cheese. And I'm just breaking it up like so. That way we're not taking all night to make this thing. I like using my leftovers. If you have not seen, we made these ribs just about a day or so ago on the channel. So you make sure you go and check out those bone sucking ribs. Now I'm going to add some Tapatio's hot sauce or salsa sauce into this little cheese sauce. And I'm going to warn you, this Tapatio's hot sauce is like prunes, if you know what I mean. So if you ain't about that life, throw in some Texas Pete or some Louisiana, whatever you got, because that Tapatio's, it ain't no joke. And so then you're going to, of course, stir that in. You want to make sure that you get it going good, get the cheese melting so that you have a good simmer. So I'm going to continue to stir this cheese for about 5 to 10 minutes as the cheese melts so we can have a great cheese sauce. As you can see, it's already turning. And once we get finished stirring and the cheese sauce is made, we want to add 2 teaspoons of flour. You want that cheese sauce to kind of thicken up a little bit. You don't have to do this step if you don't want to. I just didn't want my cheese sauce too runny. And make sure you stir that, consistently for at least 10 minutes because you don't want lumps like you're going to see in my video in just a moment. Now I've got some tortilla chips here, and I've already toasted these tortilla chips with lime juice. Or you can just go to Chipotle and buy your tortilla chips. Now this here is all of the leftover ribs that we had from the rib video. And what I've done is I've gone and chopped it up, shredded it up into little manageable size pieces, as you can see. And I'm spreading it over the tortilla chips here. I'm spreading it and trying to make sure I get some meat on every chip, because don't nobody want no chips with no meat on them if you having nachos. So actually this meat was shredded up a little bit finer than that, but it just doesn't look like it on the video. Then you want to throw some diced onions on top. My granddad would say, you're not cooking if you ain't got onions. So you're going to throw some diced onion on top. If you don't want onion, of course you don't have to. Then I have some cilantro and spinach that I've shredded up here, and I'm going to throw that on top. Yes, we're going to make this a little healthy, even though it's a little bit of pork on there, a little bit of pork. And then, so that's cilantro and spinach. And then you want to throw some banana peppers on top for your little spice. If you want a little bit of spice, here you are. Throw you some banana peppers. These are fresh banana peppers, not the pickled banana peppers. So you didn't get this in a jar. You went to the produce section and you found banana peppers. Okay? Not the stuff that comes in the jar. That stuff ain't spicy. All right. And then we're going to throw our cheese sauce on top. I'm going to spoon it on top because, I'm a little different sometimes. So I'm going to spoon this cheese sauce on top. And then we're going to start it all the way over again. Being sure to get some cheese on every chip because I'm not going back to put any shredded cheese on top. And so I want to make sure that I get enough cheese on all of the chips. Okay? Once again, make sure that you mix that cheese well. Make sure you mix it well. Make sure you mix that cheese very well. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to start the whole process over. These are double layer nachos, so we're going to do a whole nother layer of the same process. Chips, then your rib meat, your onions, cilantro and spinach, banana peppers, cheese sauce. And then we're going to throw it in the oven. Now, our scripture for this week, it comes from 1 John, the 5th chapter, and it's the 3rd verse. This is in the Amplified version. For the true love of God is this, that we habitually keep his commandments and remain focused on his precepts. And in his commandments and his precepts are not difficult to obey. And so I just want to live a life in this day and age where I make it a habit to follow God and to think about his precepts day and night. I want to make it a habit. It's a habit to wake up in the morning and boil a pot of coffee. It's a habit to get up in the morning, get in the shower, get dressed, go to work, come home, eat, go to sleep. That's a habit. Well, I want to make it a habit to follow God. I want to make it a habit to live out the things that he taught us. I want to make it a habit to be God's true disciple. I want to make it a habit to live the way he would. If I have to question, would he do this? I don't need to be doing it. So I want to make it a habit, day in and day out, to live like Jesus would. Now we're going to add our cheese on top of these ribs, and then we're going to throw that bad boy in the oven. It's going to be, fire! Fire. Shut up in my bones. No, I'm playing. Okay, now you throw your cheese on top, and you want to set your oven. You should have already preset it to 375. 375. You want your oven on 375. And you say, well, you just told me, Doc. I hope you watched this video before you pulled out all these ingredients. So pull it out to 375. Put it on 375, okay? And that is your nachos right there. Those are your nachos. Now, of course, you can choose to eat it like this, or you can choose to throw that bad boy in the oven. Whichever one you choose is fine with me. And this is your final product. After you bake that in the oven for about 15 minutes, your final product is as such. Or not. This is not your final product. Yes, it is. This is totally your final product, all right? Look at that cheese how it's done set up there and fell in love with them ribs and cilantro and stuff. All right, guys. Here it is. BBQ Rib Nachos. We're going to see how it tastes. Ten out of 10. If you're doing football game, movie night, or if you and the wife just hanging out, that's it right there. Turn it all the way around. All right? This has been Silverbacks. We did another one. Hope you enjoyed. Try it out. Peace.